Yo, what's going on, everybody? Catalystz. Joining me is Drunken Shoe. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you. And this is El Matador. El Matador is a Czech-made video game. If you look at the screen, you can see that I am from the Czech Republic as well. So obviously, this is national pride here. And you'll see why in just a second. So the time's gonna start when I skip the first cutscene. It is essentially the game is a Max Payne clone. And Max Payne is very well known for its bullet time mechanic and leaping in the air, and you're gonna see a lot of that in this run, and you're gonna see that it's quite broken. So I'm gonna skip the cutscene and the time's gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go.
We are adding a spin to the mechanic though.
Yes, quite literally. I'm gonna spin into the palm and then I fly. And there's gonna be a lot of the run like this actually. I'm gonna have to leap once here, maybe. I'm gonna save just in time. Alright, so quick explanation what's happening. Essentially, in this game, what you can do when you leap in bullet time is that you can go ahead and do a 360 spin, and that glitches out the animation of El Matador, our main character. And in that animation, I'm able to clip my feet through a wall, and then for some reason, this game also has a feature where you can pause the game. You can just press Alt and the entire game pauses. However, any input is going to unpause the game again. However, the thing that you can keep on doing, even during the pause, is keep on moving the mouse. So I'm going to clip my feet like that. During the pause, I'm going to go ahead and turn 180 again. Okay, let's try it again. My sensitivity is slightly off.
And this way he is supposed to clip through this door because he can still move while pause.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, so because I clip my head through it,
Oh.
it essentially pushes my main character to the other side. It's very, very convenient. I don't know why such a feature exists, but yeah, it helps us out a lot. So another clip here, and what you also see is me rolling midair. And the reason for that is because I will still take fall damage. However, this game actually doesn't even have a cap on fall damage. So I need to keep on rolling. And there's still a slight... during a roll, during any animation, I'm not actually going to take fall damage. However, if I get very unlucky, I can still land on a frame where the roll isn't active, and that way I die. And because there's no cap on the fall damage, the game's just gonna crash because it's too high of a value. So this is a boss here. Normally bosses were quite a bit of a problem, but right now we actually have a technique and the boss is dead. So yeah, those were some Uzi on steroids right there. So what you saw is instead of using bullet time with leap, I use it just regularly. Like Max Payne also has just a slowdown, right? And during the slowdown in this game, for some reason, you can just keep on mashing reload, and it's gonna keep on, like, constantly reloading ammo into your gun, and you can basically shoot out all of the ammo that you have onto the boss and just absolutely destroy him. So this launch is gonna be the first speedy... Oh! That is quite speedy indeed.
That was one speedy launch, yes.
Yeah, first try, and Air Matador. Yeah, so... some of you might have received a notification that the Schiphol airport in Amsterdam might be a bit overcrowded. Well, you can always take Air Matador, spin to win, and fly home that way here from the wonderful venue of Cologne, Germany. So what you saw me do this time is I spun into the corner, but I made sure that I got to a further part of the animation. And that way, okay, well, the boss should be on the left side. We're getting some incredible RNG. Boss is dead again. Now we have to watch a cutscene. So you saw me basically jump into the corner and let the animation play out a little bit more. So I start, instead of just being straight, I start spinning a little bit. And then I, again, clip into the geometry. And instead of getting just vertical speed, I also got horizontal speed. So those are called speedy boosts. And essentially something like a task of this game would basically be just a sequence of these speedy boosts from, you know, one place to another, from one loading trigger to another, essentially.
Yeah, they can go so fast that you fly through walls. Like, the collision detection stops working at very high speeds.
Yeah, essentially the collision detection cannot keep up with the speed of El Matador, and you know, essentially because you have so much speed, you clip past it before the detection happens on that particular frame. So here is another level. Basically, this game has several chapters, and each of them is split between several levels. Now we have entered the third chapter. the hotel, the really big launch that I did earlier, that's actually a pretty big exception to the rule because usually chapters have multiple levels, but the hotel is just one big level for the entire chapter. And because of that speedy boost that we did, I was able to basically go right from the start all the way to the end. So here I'm being chased by some enemies, but I don't really care. A lot of them you can just kind of skip by going into the loading triggers for the next level. Here I'm going to get into the vents. And coming up is going to be a bunch of more boosts, even though these are a little bit trickier, because again, I'm not just trying to clip through a wall, but I'm like at the start of the previous level, but I'm also trying to get a boost after that. So let's see how that goes. Okay, let's try it again. Another thing that you might have noticed is that the game, as if there wasn't already enough convenient features, it also has a quick save, quick load. So if I fail a launch, I can essentially just go ahead and retry again. Oh, that's very good. I can salvage this because I can quick save, quick load. And if you quick save and quick load, you can actually queue up an animation out of it. So then I can just load the save again and then leap forwards and get extra distance that way. Okay, we good?
Seems like it, yes.
Yeah, and then I basically hit an end level trigger from the outside. So that was very cool. And here we're going to hopefully get a pretty good overview of the level, quite literally. I'm going to try to clip into these doors here. It's not going to work. Yep, I was too far right. No problem, just quick save, quick load. Let's try that again.
Left of the frame.
Yep. And here we go. I don't think the developers were expecting you to fly this high up, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure if we clip through the ceiling or if there's... I think there's no collision on the ceiling.
It's possible that there's no collision, yeah. So again, just to get extra distance to fall into this courtyard, I'm gonna do one leap and then just keep on rolling to avoid fall damage and get into the next level. Another thing that's really interesting, for some reason, there's like insane negative acceleration on the mouse on some PCs. I don't know why. So if I move the mouse very little, it's like it doesn't move at all. So aiming is kind of really terrible. That's why, for example, I stood still there to kill these two enemies so they don't bother me. Here I'm going to use this trash can and try to get enough... Oh, almost. Try to get enough height to get on this rooftop here. Again, I'll be able to go ahead and go to the end of this level, hopefully. There we go. That should be good enough.
Not even going for super inconsistent speed.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've done it, so I'd rather not. Okay, instead we're going to go ahead and leap out of bounds here. I mean, might as well do a spin just, you know, for fun. And now you see that I'm sliding, and getting out of this slide is basically not possible. Like, I cannot do any actions. I'm spamming spacebar. I'm not getting any jumps or anything. But again, I can abuse the save and load mechanic, where I'm going to slide off, then I'm going to save, I'm going to load, I'm going to queue up a leap forwards, and then we're going to spin through this wall and go to the end level trigger again. HP is looking really good. I didn't really take much damage. That's... actually can be a bit important in this next level because there's going to be another boss and it might get a little bit messy. There's a bunch of enemies here as well. I also use pistols to kill that guy because I want to preserve as much ammo for the boss in my M4 as possible. Also, nice beetle here. And another nice launch. Hopefully going to get all the way to the second rooftop. No problems there. And now we're just going to run to the next to the boss, who is Toro, and he is one of the more annoying bosses in this game, simply because he can just decide to run away and then you have to chase him, which is, you know, never fun. But then again, you don't run this game to be competitive, you run this game for the shits and giggles, so it doesn't really matter if he runs away, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, let's save, and let's see what RNG we get. Okay, standing still. And we got him, okay. Cool RNG, cool cutscene, that's completely out of sync with the dialogue. So you just heard the gunshot, the dude still talked for like a second and a half or whatever, and only then he's dead. This is our boss, by the way. We're like investigating some kind of a criminal gang or whatever. It's in Southern America, I think it's in Colombia.
Yeah.
And as you can see, you know, there's this bad guy that's supposed to actually tell us some stuff about the... hello?
Oh...
Ah, we
okay.
good. No problem. So just El Matador doing El Matador things. Don't worry about it. was a bit scary, but
Yeah.
all good. So yeah, our boss, you know, kills this dude that's supposed to spill all the information for us. Oh, nice combo launching. So I'm going to try and get another speedy boost here to essentially go to the other side of the level, just like this.
That's
Perfect.
a good one,
That's
yeah.
a really nice one.
That's actually...
Let's sleep to go back. I'm going to save just in case, and then I should be able to just roll down this hill. There we go. And now, you know, I could go around here, but that would be slightly slower than clipping through. I would also spawn enemies. This way I can completely avoid the trigger. Let's get the shotgun here and clip through here. And I'm basically supposed to go ahead and enter some caves, but I can just hit them from the outside and hit the end level trigger that way. So that's second level now.
That trigger is really hard to hit if you don't line it up properly, because it's very small, sticking out very little out of bounds.
So here I'm going to try to not take as much damage, so I'm going to kill these dudes who are scripted to run around, but still shoot me. I picked up the shotgun. I'm going to try to one-shot the dudes who are in front of me. I'm going to save just in case I took too much damage, because the boss here can also be quite annoying, as he can just decide to start running away, and then you cannot really chase him. Like, even with the clips that we're doing, even with the boost that we're doing, it becomes quite difficult to actually chase him. Also, my people need me again, so peace out. I'm on the opposite side of the alley, El Matador says, but he means vertically, obviously. Yeah, I managed to kill all the enemies. You can still see that there's some of them...
They can snipe
Yeah,
very
they can
well.
still snipe me, the ones that are all the way on the other side. So, good thing that I didn't take much damage. I also kept all the ammo again to make sure that I can deal enough damage to the boss if I can aim. Also, there's a pretty tricky collision here because we're out of bounds essentially, and there's like death planes everywhere down there. So I make sure to not fall there. And this is also like a little bit of a tricky drop here, and I'm gonna jump up and trigger the boss this way, like that. And now he's gonna peek. He's gonna peek again. Please.
Nope. Here.
Oh, okay, he's coming back. And we do the rect technique again, which rect actually stands for recoil, Ellie, kill time. Yes.
Ah, yeah, right, because Ellie found
Ellie
it.
found it, yeah. And now we are going to some kind of an island to capture this former Nazi, and essentially this is another unskippable cutscene, so if we have something to read, we can get something read.
Now.
We'll have to destroy it from the ground.
Or not.
Unfortunately, we do not have any donations right now,
All right.
but keep in mind, we're only here until like 10 p.m. tonight, and we want to reach that $2,000 goal. That's still like a little bit away, like $660, but if everyone right now would be donating $1, we would be so much closer to that goal. So yeah, why don't you donate? Just type in !donate in chat, and yeah. But it all goes to save the children, good cause, and yeah, back to you guys.
Yeah, thank you. So here, I'm going to go ahead and try to do another speedy boost. This one is quite difficult. I'm going to be using this boat's collision. It might take a couple of tries. Actually, that might be...
You should take this one.
Yeah, I should take this one, honestly. So yeah, map is gone. You can still see some of the special effects, like there's the fire.
It's very high, but
Yeah.
you should take this one, I think.
Yeah, and just leap a couple of times to gain extra distance. Yeah, there's more fire. It's like the fire in the tram station around here yesterday, I guess. So we had some kind of a fire in the tram station near the venue, not Monka Giga at all. So you also see me always like basically do one leap and then roll between. That's because for some reason, if you queue up leaps in a row, what ends up happening is you might actually end up losing height during the leap and not really gain distance. So you can prevent that from happening by just inputting one roll in between.
You actually fall down quite immediately after a second leap if you don't roll. So you should need to do the rolls, otherwise you just pretty much drop and have no chance of recovering, if I remember correctly.
Pretty much, yeah. Like the only way would be to quick load
Yeah.
again and try one more time. So here I'm gonna use insane strats. I'm actually gonna throw a grenade, which is hopefully gonna blow up the enemy behind me, and it didn't, so that's cool. So that grenade was absolutely useless.
Victor, your target is Helmut Koch.
Oh, Helmut
Yes.
Koch is my target. Okay, that's him. But don't worry, we're gonna mess him up real good. So this part is kind of funny. First of all, I don't have that much ammo, which is fine, but I do have health at least, so I shouldn't be dying. So here, you're supposed to kind of wrap around the entire museum sort of thing. And what's funny is we were for a long time boosting up here to get closer to the boss. And because none of us really played this game casually, we didn't know that there's just a casual way to go around that is faster. And that also gives you extra armor, so it's much easier. I'm going to trigger the boss by going in one direction, but then I'm going to do a little zigzag and go to the other direction. And let's see what weapon I'm going to use for him, actually, because I'm definitely not going to be able to kill with this. Let's switch to the MP5, do a little peekaboo, and he's dead. Okay, cool. You can also still die, even like when you kill him. If you die afterwards, you still get a game over, so you got to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, so now is we're actually heading towards some of the last levels here in Cartagena. This one is pretty cool. There's another speedy boost that I'm going to do right from the start. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you probably like the coolest cutscene in the game.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah, let's retake that one. I need a bit more.
That was bad, yeah.
I need a bit more horizontal speeds to get all the way to the end of the level. Let me save in the corner here. That should be good. Save and load, and then out of the save and load, I can leap and stop my momentum. That's another thing that I haven't really explained, is that sometimes you might be going too fast, and if you leap, the leap is not actually going to stop your momentum, so you have to quick save and quick load in order to do that. And here I'm going to purposely drop on this vent to... Okay, I still hit the cutscene from the outside.
Trick is extending, it's great.
Rico, I nearly shot you. I don't think so.
Army Mortar! What? Rico! Okay, I hope you enjoyed my voice acting skills there. I think the game audio is a little bit too low, even though I actually pumped it all the way up. So there's another boss there, but I mean, I can just go ahead and clip through these doors and, yeah, just peace out and go to the end trigger. So, bye-bye, boss. So here's going to be a pretty difficult launch, actually, because I'm going to be clipping through 2 different walls, so I need to get good speed. And I also need to get... so I need to get enough speed to clip through, and I also need to get enough distance to get into the boat. Okay, that's not going to work. That's kind of messy. Let's try it again. I wasn't really stuck in the corner. Okay, that's not enough, but that is no problem. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little backup here, hopefully. This backup can be kind of sketchy, because these boxes do not really have the good collision you would want for a boost. So it might take a couple of tries, but essentially our goal is to get on this boat. The problem is that if I... Okay, that should be good. As you can see, El Matador is a pretty high-quality game when a 3080 Ti cannot handle it and likes the PC. Just like Half-Life is today. Okay, so I ran down here because the guys with shotguns are actually insane snipers, and something like range fall-off doesn't really tell them much, so I made sure to hide behind the little tanker thingies to not get completely sniped.
They even snipe you with shotguns, like with all the bullets of the shotgun.
Yeah, so obviously the shotgun's downside is supposed to be that you know, it has a range fall off, but deals a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm gonna kill these guys just to keep extra HP. Damn, that's max pain there as well. Okay. And this is actually the first speedy boost that was really ever found. It's conveniently called the catapult, because it's one of the few things that I actually discovered, and I got it first try, so that's very dope. So essentially, the boss that we were chasing is actually, you know, the police chief officer that we saw earlier, insane foreshadowing in that really decent cutscene, and we end up chasing him on some boat, but it's, yeah, it's much faster to just, instead of going through the boat, to, you know, speedy boost to the end, and time is going to be very soon. And time. And that's the last boss, and he's dead. And in this cutscene, so what's really funny in the cutscenes in this game, you can actually press F1 to open the menu, and if you close it, the HUD actually carries over. and
You can shoot yourself.
you can shoot yourself, or you can shoot him as well. Let's see, let's get a nice close-up of his face, maybe.
Lots of medals.
Boom, boom. So I'm just shooting my Ingrams right now. I can slow down time. I can use the rect. I can throw
You should
grenades.
have told me you're having a personal crisis. I have a proven cure for that.
It's yeah, it's a video game, El Matador. It's actually not too bad casually. It was released in 2006, and it's one of the better Max Payne clones that you can play. So if this inspired you, give it a shot. You are not gonna regret it. Yeah, there we go. It's nice final cutscene. But yeah, thanks so much for having me, Drunken Chew. Thank you for joining me. It was a pleasure.
No problem.
And guys, please keep on watching the marathon. As our great host said, we are shooting for the stars for the 2K. It's all for a great cause. Enjoy the rest.
Yeah,
I'll see you
enjoy the
around.
rest.
Bye bye.
All right. As I have been informed, there is actually no ! donate command in chat. So yeah, just like go down on the bottom of the screen or something. Or just go to hackathon.com/donate. That also works. Anyways, that's it for me. I'm gonna sign off and gonna leave you in the capable hands of Brasco.